6 pickup trucks just passed Consumer Reports' most brutal gauntlet in 2026. And the results have Ram and Chevy owners fuming. With average new truck prices now above $50,000, buying the wrong one doesn't just sting, it costs you thousands. Let me be direct about something. Most reliability rankings are vague, shaped by advertising budgets, small sample sizes, or a single-day road test. Consumer Reports is different.
At Consumer Reports, we test
so that you can choose with confidence.
They survey over 380,000 real vehicle owners every single year. These are people actually living with their trucks, towing through mud, commuting through traffic, and sitting in service bays nobody wanted to visit. No sponsored content, no manufacturer money, just cold hard owner data. And to earn a near-perfect tag from CR, a truck has to win in 3 areas simultaneously: road test performance, predicted reliability, and owner satisfaction. Not 2, all 3. Most trucks collapse in at least 1. The 6 on this list didn't. Let's go from 6 down to number 1, the truck that just pulled off something no full-size pickup has done since 2019. Stay with me, because the top spot might genuinely surprise you. 6. Ford Maverick, the budget assassin. Number 6, the Ford Maverick. I know what you're thinking. Stick around. The Maverick starts at $28,145 in 2026, the most affordable new pickup you can buy right now. That alone matters when the average new vehicle transaction price in the U.S. just crossed $50,000. But here's what CR actually clocked. The Maverick Hybrid pulled 37 miles per gallon in real-world testing. NNA, truck. That number is not a typo. The unibody platform, shared with the Ford Escape and Bronco Sport, gives the Maverick reliability closer to a crossover than a conventional truck. CR predicts above-average reliability for the 2026 model, and its road test score sits at 90 out of 100. You get 4,000 pounds of towing, a 4.5-foot bed that handles standard plywood sheets, and controls so intuitive that CR literally called them super easy. The honest knocks. The interior feels utilitarian at this price point. Highway noise is real on the non-hybrid version, and rear legroom is tight for anyone over 6 feet. But here's the financial argument nobody makes loudly enough. In a market drowning in $55,000 plus truck deals, the Maverick's combination of reliability, fuel economy, and sub-$30,000 entry pricing is genuinely hard to beat. The Maverick doesn't try to be the toughest thing in the parking lot. It tries to be the smartest buy, and CR rewards it for exactly that. 5. Honda Ridgeline, the misunderstood truck. Number 5, the Honda Ridgeline, the truck that every hardcore pickup buyer rolls their eyes at. And yes, CR keeps rewarding it. Here's why they're right. The 2026 Ridgeline scores well across nearly every CR reliability category. Its one documented weak spot is build quality. And that's it. A 3.5-liter V6 paired with a 9-speed automatic and standard all-wheel drive. It rides like a car, parks like a car, corners like a car, and, be honest with yourself, that describes exactly how most truck owners use their truck 95% of the time. This platform hasn't had a full redesign since 2017. In Consumer Reports world, that's not a limitation. That's a reliability badge. 9 years of refinement means the bugs are long gone. Honda sold only around 45,000 Ridgelines in 2024, low numbers for a truck, which sounds like a problem until you realize fewer units on the road means less depreciation pressure and stronger resale value for you. The Ridgeline also won the 2026 Best Midsize Pickup for Families Award from U.S. News. If your heaviest towing is a small camper and your toughest terrain is a wet parking lot, this truck is nearly flawless. 4. Nissan Frontier, the dark horse deal. Number 4. The Nissan Frontier, the truck that consistently gets overlooked and consistently earns it back on lists like this one. CR gives the 2026 Frontier an above-average overall reliability score, placing it second in the mid-size segment. For 2026, Nissan gave it a mid-cycle refresh, updated exterior styling, a cleaner interior, and a new partnership with Roush Performance that adds real credibility to its off-road story. The key under the hood is a naturally aspirated V6. Old school, yes. Simpler to maintain? Absolutely. Cheaper to own long-term? CR's owner data says yes. When every competitor is chasing turbocharged 4 cylinders, the Frontier's traditional V6 is a quiet advantage. Here's the value pitch you need to hear. The Frontier is priced below the Tacoma, matches it in off-road capability in most real-world situations, and has been quietly building a reliability case since its 2022 redesign. Nobody talks about it. That's exactly why it's a deal. 3. Ford Ranger, the comeback nobody expected. 3 years ago, the Ford Ranger wasn't in this conversation. Now it's number 3, and the story of how it got here is worth understanding. The 2024 redesign was the turning point. Ford built it on a global platform already proven in European and Australian markets, which means they had a real-world reliability head start that domestic-only launches almost never get. The 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder is one of Ford's most dependable engines. Owners praise the responsive transmission. CR ranked the Ranger as the single most reliable truck in all of 2025, across every size class. For 2026, the Ranger slipped slightly, not because it got worse, but because the competition improved around it. That context matters. A truck that holds its position while rivals gain ground is a genuinely solid product. One real flaw you need to know about: the large vertical touchscreen. CR members flag it constantly as a frustrating software experience. But software gets patched. Engines don't get rebuilt from scratch. Starting around $35,000, the Ranger delivers a proven global platform, a dependable powertrain, and a CR-backed reliability record. That's a serious argument. 2. Ford F-150, first time since 2019. Number 2. The truck that outsells entire automotive brands by itself, the Ford F-150. The 2026 F-150 earned CR's top pick designation for best full-size pickup. Here's why that line matters more than it sounds. It's the first full-size truck to earn that title since 2019. 7 years. CR requires road test scores, predicted reliability, and owner satisfaction to align, and for 7 straight years, no full-size truck could clear all 3 bars simultaneously. The 2026 F-150 did. CR specifically highlights the Power Boost Hybrid, 430 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque, and 24 miles per gallon combined. That's genuine capability without the fuel station penalty, blind spot monitoring, trailer hookup assistance, and what CR describes as simple controls round out the case. Simple sounds like a weak compliment until you're managing a 13,000-pound trailer on a busy highway ramp. Then simple is exactly what you want. Full transparency. Ford had its worst recall year on record in 2025. That's a flag you shouldn't dismiss, but CR's surveys capture daily ownership reality, and owners said it was fine. That gap between recall headlines and real satisfaction is important data. A fully loaded F-150 transacts around $62,000 right now. Know your number before you walk into that dealership. 1. Toyota Tacoma, the king returns. Number 1. The 2026 Toyota Tacoma. And the story behind this top spot is more compelling than the ranking itself. The third-generation Tacoma launched in 2024 and took immediate heat. New turbocharged 4-cylinder, new platform, and the classic first-year penalty CR applies to redesigns. It stung, but Toyota did what Toyota does. They fixed it. For 2026, the Tacoma reclaimed the top spot in CR's midsize rankings with top-tier scores across every single category CR measures. Not most, everyone. The iForce Max Hybrid is where it gets genuinely exciting. 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque, and real fuel economy gains over the non-hybrid. The new coil spring rear suspension, replacing the old leaf spring setup, is earning consistent owner praise for a ride quality the previous Tacoma never had. Here's the number that defines the Tacoma's legacy better than any spec sheet. IC Cars analyzed nearly 400 million vehicles for their 2025 longevity study. A Toyota Tacoma carries a 25.3% statistical probability of reaching 250,000 miles. The industry average is 4.8%. That is not a marketing claim. That is math. The Tacoma isn't flawless. Early software quirks linger. The turbo 4-cylinder is still newer than the bulletproof V6 it replaced, but CR isn't scoring for perfect. They're ranking near perfect. And in 2026, nothing in the midsize truck segment earns that title more convincingly. There are your 6 near-perfect pickups. The Maverick if you want to save real money. The Ridgeline if you want to drive a truck like a normal human being. The Frontier if you want the best value most people never find. The Ranger if you respect a proven comeback story. The F-150 if you want the strongest full-size endorsement in 7 years. And the Tacoma if you want the truck most likely to still be running when everything else in your garage is gone. One question before you go: which of these 6 actually fits your life, and why? Drop it in the comments. No brand loyalty, real reasons only.